Okay, so we talked about how play was really important as a way to socialize, and it really, most animals play with their family. And so that's a really good way to build this social bond within the family. But once society starts to develop, now you need to have, or once there's enough individuals within your group that people start moving away and you have these small groups, you play within your small little group. But then you have to have something that brings together all of these little groups so that you're not fighting all the time, so that there's a way that you socialize within a greater than just your family unit. And really that's where dance came in. Dance is one of the oldest human traditions. This is a cave painting from rock shelters within the Indian subcontinent. It's over 10,000 years old, and what it's depicting is depicting a dance. It's a dance that would have been bringing together different family groups. For socialization, this is really important. This is the possibility of meeting a new spouse or a new mate, so that now you can bring together and unite some of these smaller little family groups into a bigger group. And that's really where dance came in, is because it was a one way that you could bring groups of people together so that you could have them together in a way that they had something to do, that was something organized, that was something playful that they could do together. And this tradition is true throughout the world. It's true in African society, Indian society, Asian society, European society, and the one that I'm most familiar with is Aboriginal or First Nations societies. This is a picture at the Six Nations Reserve in Brampton, Ontario, where I was a physical education teacher. So I taught summer school physical education on the Six Nations Reserve. And what would happen every year is the Six Nations would have their Grand River powwow. And what it would do is it would bring together Indian or small Native American populations throughout southern Ontario, northern Michigan, northern New York State, all of this huge area because this is the largest native reservation in North America. And it was a chance that all of these groups would come together and they would share their tradition. And they would share their tradition with dance. And one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see is the grand entrance. If an eagle feather falls to the ground during the grand entrance, that means, in tradition, that means that one of their ancestors has come. And there's a beautiful, beautiful dance that comes along with welcoming in that ancestor. And it's one of the most incredible things you ever see. And then one of the things that happens, you can't see it here because of the picture, but one of the things that happened in transition was, oh, I'm a better dancer than you. Oh, I'm better than you. I can do this better than you. So what ends up happening is this ends up starting to become a bit of a competition. It was a competition initially to say, if I'm a better dancer, the other women or the other men are going to look at me and they're going to think I'm a really good dancer, and I'm going to move up societally using socialization again. You can see the English depiction here, or the European depiction. That's people at court. That's probably king and queen who are trying to present their social position by being great dancers. So the better dancer you are, the better mate you're going to get. And that now becomes a bit of a competition. And now we start transitioning from play into something like sport. And sport is now going to take those things that we play at, or those things that are important for other aspects of society, and that's where we're going to start getting into competition and developing something where something as simple and beautiful as dance, that is shared at the most important moments of your life, can now transition into something that's going to be a bit of a competition. And that's where things change.